parents have started looking for ways to keep the little ones entertained during their time away from school. Following its record-breaking production of Disney's The Jungle Book, the People's Theatre in Braamfontein, Johannesburg, is set to present Shrek the Musical. The production kicks off tomorrow and will end on the 2nd of August. This morning on the show, we feature 3 cast members of that production. Well, I think the most important part of that production. We've got Andile, who plays Shrek, Jana, who plays Princess Fiona, and Yamikani, who plays the hilarious donkey. They join me in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Let's talk about this character, because Shrek is in our hearts, it's in our minds. Our kids love them, adults love them. What is your spin, Andile, on Shrek?
On Shrek.
What are you going to be doing a little bit differently and entertaining us a little bit differently that we don't already know about this character? Because we're all Shrek fanatics.
Well, for starters, I'm going to be singing. This is probably the first time anyone's going to see Shrek singing. And obviously, it's slightly different because it's on stage. So, no, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. I'm not doing Mike Myers. I'm doing a different Shrek.
And that's interesting that you mentioned that. Because Shrek, do you find that when you, I don't know, as actors, when you touch on popular characters that have already people have connected with, they've fallen in love with, does that make it? Is there a lot more pressure?
It is a little bit. It is a little bit.
You have to add your own
Princess
flavor.
Fiona, Jana, is there pressure? Because everybody knows Fiona. We love the fact that she can kick butt and she's strong. And
there is slight pressure because it's now not animation, it's live people. There's almost a different soul to the character.
But you've got to keep it authentic in many ways.
You do. And I mean, with Fiona, for instance, in the musical, you see more of her goofy side because she does want to be a princess. She's grown up all alone reading fairy tales, trying to be Rapunzel and Cinderella and all of those. But at the end of the day, she is actually an ogre. And that's why I feel Shrek is actually about self-acceptance, because she has to accept herself and realize she's lovable even as an ogre.
Yeah, and we remember that first kiss in the movie. Donkey, Yamikani, when you play a favorite character, and I mean, I promise you, Donkey will probably go down in the history as one of the most 100 lovable characters of all time. Do you feel that pressure?
I mean, look, I've met a lot of kids who've told me now that Donkey was their childhood hero, which is a lot to live up to. But
because he's smart, but he looks unconventional. You've got 2 best mates that they just don't fit the criteria of what friendship should be, and yet they connect.
Look, I mean, it's going to be an interesting show. I mean, this is the first time, I think, well, not the first time, they're doing it in Durban now, but this is we haven't had Shrek in South Africa ever. Yeah. So these are the first 2 Shrek productions in South Africa. So it will be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
What we mustn't forget at the end of the day is that you guys are actors and this is part of your craft. What do you enjoy about this production, Andile?
Well, one of the main things I want to say Disney Pixar movies, but like there's like 4 or 5 that are my favorite, and Shrek is probably number 1. I love the franchise. I love the character. It's a story, it's almost like an underdog, but he's not really an underdog. It's just about his looks, really. Otherwise, I mean, Shrek.
He's pretty strong.
Shrek is,
if he was a wrestler, he would be the champion probably.
Yeah. So that's my favorite part about it. It's one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, I can't wait to get started. So.
And the music's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
awesome. That was my next question, Jana. I mean, how does being the ability to sing and add that extra layer, that extra dynamic to Fiona, how does that make the role challenging? Because I can imagine, because you've got dialogue, you've got all of this, and then you've got these great songs that kids are starting to sing along to, and they'll learn and they'll probably sing it louder than you.
It's actually not that challenging. It's actually so relative to the piece. It makes it more fun and it adds humor. We have a really fun song where we have a farting match. So it's really it's entertainment, and I mean, it's, as an actor, it adds to it, makes it more fun actually. So I wouldn't say it's a challenge. Definitely is, but it's fun. It's too fun to be challenging.
Donkey, many people can argue that when you do this kind of production and your audiences are children, you've got to understand what those key moments are. You've got to engage them so much more than, let's say, a more mature audience. Do you guys feel that when you're talking about, or is it just kind of, we've got a great production and kids are going to love it?
Look, I mean, you can't undermine kids, hey? The kids today are very intelligent. So I feel like we can play this almost to a mature audience, because that's what they are. These kids, they will understand the jokes, they understand the humor, they understand the meaning, the emotion behind the songs. They'll get the show. So I really feel like it's just a really good production that we're presenting to the people.
When Yamikani talks about good production, he's also talking about great direction. Talk to me about just the kind of the role, the vision the director has, and how you're able to connect as an actor playing this lovable character with kind of where the director wants to see this vision going.
Well, I mean, our directors, you know, Jill Gerard and Keith Smith, they're great. Especially with such a well-known story, you know, obviously,
because you've got to make it fresh, almost.
They've got to make it fresh, but they also have to stay true to the story and keep it as authentic as possible, because that's what people want, in the sense that because they know the story, we know Shrek, so we want to see Shrek, we want to see the fiery Fiona, we want to see crazy donkey type thing. So it has to be, as true to the story as possible, and they've done that very well. And we've been given a lot of license. I must say, we've been to be creative as actors.
So what we're going to see is Shrek being ogreish, Fiona being feisty, and Donkey being crazy.
Yes, precisely, definitely.
Jana, very quickly, family sitting at home, they want to know more details. Where can they go? Where can they get tickets? Where do they need to log on to?
Well, you can go to the Joburg Theatre's site, and also www.peoplestheatre.co.za. And on there you'll find the details. There are phone numbers to call. And we're starting on Monday, on the 1st of June, and we're ending on the 3rd of August. So we'll be entertaining you for about 2 months.
And we want absolutely everybody to go. It's got to be packed out.
Please,
it's got to be. Let's break the record books here. Okay, Andile, Jana, and Yamikani are the lead cast members of Shrek the Musical, which begins tomorrow. You've heard it. It's at the People's Theatre in Braamfontein, Johannesburg. This one is for children, and I guarantee you parents are going to enjoy it too. So come along as well. Do visit the www.peoplestheatre.co.za for more info and details. And let's get mom, dad, grandparents, and all the kids to go. But you have to bring kids with. Don't go as an excuse. Okay, we'll leave it there. We'll take an ad break. We're going to.
All I need all along is a pad and a pal and a song. So I'm singing and I'm palling with you.